Well, what do we have here? If you didn't read the title of this video, would you know what model number this was? Would you know that this was even available by Sig Sauer? This is the Sig P220 Equinox series, and this is one beautiful weapon. I was not aware of this weapon until I read their catalog. I download all the manufacturer's catalog right after the SHOT Show every February of each year, January, February, and I try to get into detail into the weapons that are available. And I tell you right now, this Sig Equinox is really, really special. It is a 45 ACP, but it's made by the Sig Custom Shop. Very similar to the Smith & Wesson Performance Center, Sig has their gunsmiths at the Custom Shop. And what I will say is this is a limited edition. So if you like this weapon, this gun, you're going to want to get on the phone and call K&W Gunworks and order it. That's what I did. I saw it in the catalog, and I saw it on paper how beautiful it was, and I just went to the range today. I only put 50 rounds through it. It's the third time I've shot it, so it's got right about 200 rounds in total, and it's just absolutely perfect. It hasn't jammed once. What's nice about this gun is the nickel plating they did to it. I mean, even the screws are nickel, the hammer's nickel. They say it's like two-toned. I think it's like 3 or 4 tones if you look closely at the different colorations with the stainless and the way they did the top and the bottom. The wood grips are all custom. Just an absolutely beautiful gun, and I'll turn it around here in a moment. I'll give you some more stats on it. Now, as far as the sights, on the front sight, you've got the True Glow tritium fiber optic, and on the rear sight, you have the Sig Light night sight. So it's got all the goodies on it, and it's perfect for target shooting. It's perfect for concealed weapon. It's just perfect for anything you would want as far as your collectability. I love everything about this gun, and if I come across a gun that is not so well known or well advertised, I'm going to bring it to your attention, and that's what I'm doing with this gun. It's 7.7 inches overall length, height 5.5 inches, width 1.5 inches, and the barrel length is 4.4 inches. Just perfect. And the weight is right at 30 ounces. So it's 8 rounds. Comes with of course the one magazine that we're familiar with Sig, steel magazine. I'll probably get an ACK mag like Pete at the Armory Channel does. And the trigger, when I shot this today, it kind of reminds me of my HK P220. It's got a long, nice, soft pull to it. Let's turn it around and take a look at it. Oh, if you can guess the size of this bullet. You got that, Mr. Straight Shooter? How's that? We're going to have some contests in the future. This is just for funsies. This was in one of my videos in the first portion of a video. And you probably know what caliber that is, but I'll let you guess. Give me some remarks. Look at the other side of this gun. Is that in focus? You got to just see this in person to really. They designed it so it's for daylight and it's also for at night. So visually, it's just beautiful. The grips. Look at the back of the grips. Can you zoom in on those grips? The wood grips. If you want me to, I can break it down, but you know how to break down the Sig. It's like a 10-second thing. You pull the slide and you flick the switch, and you've got it right there, broken down. So I'm not going to break it down. It's just simple Simon. I just wanted to show you the gun, just a visual aid today, and just everything about it is as pretty as it gets. One of the viewers sent me a really funny comment on the Sig 1911. He said, boy, I'd like to have that as wallpaper, not for my channel, but for my wall. And I think this gun is as beautiful as that. All right, 45 ACP, Sig Sauer. I'll be bringing this to the range. Brandon and I have access to a range 24/7 where we can do some running and shooting indoors. And I'll tape Brandon. He's more of a marksman than myself. I'm pretty good. I was shooting some pretty good groups today with this. I was shooting at 10 yards and hitting some pretty good groups, size of a baseball. I was pretty happy with it. Okay, what are you going to talk about today?
All right, today we're going to talk about the Sig P220 Equinox version. It is a sweet gun. .45 caliber ACP. This gun actually has a round capacity of 8 rounds plus 1 in the pipe, so it's a 9-shot. It's got a nitron finish with ground side flats. Let me show you the sides here.
Nice. Move your fingers fall off that. There you go.
Grips.
That's nice.
Okay, you got a good shot of that. The sights have a Sig light on the top. It's like a true glow. Let me turn it over. Notice how I'm not touching the trigger.
Point it towards yourself. Of course, it's unloaded. There you go. Now I can see the sights.
Hands away from the trigger. It's got nickel highlighted accents. Your trigger, your slide and mag release, your hammer are all nickel. Even the screws and the grips are nickel. Very nice gun, very full-size gun.
This is my personal gun, and I was not aware of this Equinox line. I found it in their catalog, and David ordered it specifically for me. I just love this 45. Go ahead, David.
It is also a single action, double action. You can either fire with single action or double action. Before I do anything, I'm going to make sure this weapon is safe and unloaded.
Which we did prior to the video, but let's do it again.
I'll lock the slide to the rear, show you that it's completely empty.
Great.
Magazine's empty as well. What we're going to do today is we're going to dismantle this gun. Lock the slide to the rear, as is. And you're going to drop this switch right in front. You're going to drop the slide right here. And it's as easy as that.
That's it.
If I'm let's assemble this gun, we're going to put the barrel back in the upper slide. Gently, try not to ruin the finish on these guns. You push the spring forward, very tight spring. Lock it in. Grab the lower, grab the upper, align the grooves. See these grooves here? They're going to line up in here. Just slide it all the way to the back. Lock it to the rear. Again, lock to the rear. You throw the switch, drop the slide, ready to go. One more time on this side of the gun, real quick. This gun, once you rack it, your hammer's going to go back.
Now how could you drop that, move that hammer forward?
Okay, this hammer has got what's called a decocker. That's what this forward lever here is. This is called a decocker. Push down on it, it decocks the gun. Now when you pull the trigger, it's going to take 2 motions for this gun to fire. Back, back, forward.
So that's a good safety feature if you're carrying that weapon.
Absolutely.
Okay. Not much left to say about this beautiful gun.
Very simple.
The purpose of this video, besides showing you how to break it down, is just to show you how beautiful it is. A lot of guys are unaware of this Equinox series, and I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention. Okay, there you have it. Please buy all your guns from K&W Gunworks.